Hi, it's Caitlin, and I am here with literally the most gorgeous, dreamiest collection ever from Polished for Days. The Cloud9 collection is a celebration of Polished for Days' 9th anniversary, and honestly, Jenna once again has outdone herself. So this will be launching on the Polished for Days website as a 72-hour pre-order at 11 a.m. on March 17th Pacific Standard Time. The first 50 people to purchase a full collection on the Polished for Days website will receive a Polished for Days sticker sun catcher. There's also a new soft focus base color in lavender ice. It's really beautiful. Honestly, we should just get into it.
Let's begin with Over the Moon, which is how I feel about this beautiful Cloud9 collection. This one is described as a pale lavender base with gold to yellow iridescent shifting shimmer and sparkling holographic flakes. This polish applies so easily and beautifully. As you can already see, this one is shimmering off my nail. It's got an almost frosted metallic look to it, which is just so interesting and beautiful in my opinion. And it's just one of those shades that could be a neutral, but then it goes in this other direction with that beautiful shimmer and holographic. It's so gorgeous. Now this one does dry down a little bit metallic-y, which is to say a bit flat, so I recommend a good glossy top coat for this one, and I am using the Polished for Days crystalline top coat, which does a really good job of bringing out the shine. And you can already see how vibrant the shimmer is on this one. Thankfully, there was sun when I swatched these, so you're going to get full sun shots of these beautiful polishes, and you can see how ethereal and gorgeous they are in whatever lighting you capture them. The gold, I guess orangey shift in this one is super strong, so it looks purple and orange depending on the light. Next up we have Cloudscape, and this one is a pale violet base with green to blue to purple, shifting iridescent shimmer and holographic flakes. Now this one blew me right out of the water. I fell in love with this one in the bottle, and then when I put it on my nail, I just knew that my suspicions were right. This one is stunning. And I would say this actually falls into the ghostly category. As you can see here on one coat, I honestly would probably wear this in one coat because I like that ghostly look that it gives to the nails. It literally disappears at certain angles. But of course, you can build it up and it still has that ghostly specter to it, but it's of course more opaque. This one, again, I liked it in 2 coats. You might want to take it up to 3, but I recommend 2. And I do recommend a glossy top coat like Crystalline from Polished for Days. And as you can see, this one is packed with shimmer. It's packed with hollow flakes. It is absolutely phenomenal. And it looks purple, it looks blue, it looks green, it disappears from the nail. It just is so entertaining to look at, and it's so beautiful in whatever lighting you catch it. Here we have Glow Pop, and this one's just a really cute name, but it's also a very cute polish. It's a pale pink base with orange to yellow to gold shifting iridescent shimmer. So this one is, again, totally beautiful. It has a really soft look to it if you're not into really wildly obvious colors. This one is sort of, depending on your skin tone, one of those more subtle nude options. I mean, if you're the kind of person who actually wears nude nail polish, you're probably laughing at me right now, but there's something really beautiful about this one. It's subtle but not subtle. It's just really gorgeous, and I love how it shifts from purple to a mauve or mauve, depending on your pronunciation, to an orange to a pink. There's a lot going on here, and it has a fantastic formula. I would recommend 2 coats plus top coat, as you see here, and it just looks so pretty in the sun. This one is maybe a cousin kind of polish to Games of Flora, which Polished for Days had in the February maybe or January polish pickup. Might have been January, but this one's more pink than that, and it's just so pretty. I love the shifts in this one. I love the pink to orange. It really gives sunset and sunrise, and it's just so pretty. Here we have a gorgeous shimmer. This one is called Sunset Dust, and it's a peach base packed with orange to yellow to gold shifting iridescent shimmer. And this one is honestly a bit of a mind blower because it somehow manages to look purple at certain angles, to me at least. So I don't know what kind of magic's going on here, but it must be that iridescent shimmer because it's picking up a whole bunch of different colors. And this one, I liked it in 2 coats. You might want to do 3 depending on your polishing style, but I was happy with the coverage it gave in 2. And there is a new soft focus base coat in a new color, which I'll show layered under this polish for anyone who's curious towards the end of the video. This one, I definitely recommend a top coat just to bring back the shine because the shimmer does dry down a little dull. And here, hopefully you can see what I mean about that almost purpley mauve. I don't know, maybe it's just my nail color that's coming through, but it's so beautiful. This one definitely looks like a sunset. I just love it so much, and I will let you look at this one in all its beauty. Catch My Drift is another shimmer in the collection, and this one's a cornflower blue base packed with orange to yellow to gold shifting iridescent shimmer. And this one in the bottle, it really does look purple, and I kind of was expecting purple, maybe similar to Polished for Days Violet Prism from the Polish Pickup in 2021, but it definitely is a cornflower blue when you put it on your nails. And orange and blue look so good together, and this polish is proof of that because it looks fantastic with that shimmer. And this one, I built it up in 2 coats, and you can still kind of see my free edge, but I like it that way. And I will also show this one layered with a soft focus base coat at the end of my video, which does give it a slightly different look, which is what's fantastic about sheer polishes, is that you can layer them over different base colors and you get a totally different polish. So here it is in 2 coats plus crystalline top coat, and as you can see in the sun, the shimmer is incredibly glowy, really beautiful, so intense, and this is another chameleon that really shifts around in color depending on the lighting that you catch it in. And now we have the last polish in the collection. This one is called Sky High. And this one is a pale aqua base with gold to yellow to green iridescent shifting shimmer. And this one is a foil-like shimmer. So for anyone who's a fan of opal watermelon, or is it watermelon opal? I think it's opal watermelon. and Princess of Genovia from the Polish Pickup. This is a sibling, I guess, in the sense that it's a different color, but it's the same kind of finish, and it is so gorgeous. Honestly, this polish is mind-blowing. So if you're a fan of very loud, very obvious, very visible nail polish, then I highly recommend this one because it looks like tinfoil on your nails at some angles in the best possible way. And you don't have to worry about any complicated chrome polish applications. It goes on beautifully, it lasts really well on your nail, and it is totally stunning. So here it is. You can see all the different colors that it shifts to. I just love this one. And here you can see how chromy it almost looks when you get it out of direct light. And then when it's in the lighting, it's just so pretty. Like, this is just beautiful. This is a masterpiece. And not part of the collection, but available and it's new, is a new shade of the Soft Focus base coat. And this one is perfectly balanced between warm and cool toned pale purple. And this one will help conceal yellow staining and transform sheer shimmers. So this is a base coat, not a polish, so you don't need to wear a base coat underneath it. And this one I'm showing you built up in 2 coats. Here it is in 1 coat. But if you wanted to wear it as a polish, it's honestly such a beautiful color that I would wear this as a polish. And then the added bonus is that you don't need to apply base coat, so you just apply 2 coats and top coat and you're good to go. So Lavender Ice is just so pretty. I also really like the name, and it looks so nice in 2 coats in my opinion. It gives like a really squishy effect, and I don't have any staining really on my nails at all, but because it is purple cancels out yellow. It's like color theory, and this one should do a really good job of concealing any staining. And here it is. I just think it works really well on my skin tone, and I really like this one on its own, but I'm going to show it to you as a base for some of the polishes in the collection. So this is Lavender Ice, and I'm applying Catch My Drift over it in 1 coat on my index, and that's it over a bare nail on my middle finger, so you can see how different the polish looks when you wear it with the base coat versus on its own. This is what I meant about, you know, using sheer polishes and using a different base color to really transform the way the polish looks. So honestly, I'd probably do 1 coat of Lavender Ice and 1 coat of Catch My Drift, but I wanted to do 2 for anyone who's curious. You can really see how it looks a little more purple with the Lavender Ice underneath. And now I've got Cloudscape on my middle finger in 1 coat over a bare nail, and then applying Cloudscape over Lavender Ice. It kind of loses its ghostly quality, but I actually really loved Cloudscape with Lavender Ice underneath it. It, again, makes it look a little more purple, but I just thought it also enhanced the way that the shimmer stands out on the nail. So I really, really like this pairing and will probably be wearing it sometime soon. And lastly, I wanted to pair Lavender Ice with Sunset Dust. So this is a match made in heaven. I typically like to wear my shimmers sheer, but I actually really love how these 2 layer together. And I definitely think I'll be wearing Lavender Ice and Sunset Dust together. It just, again, brought more of a purple tone out in the polish, and it overall kind of made it look more pink. And I love my pinks, so I just think it's a really beautiful way to sort of get 2 options out of your polish depending on how you layer it.
It's really hard for me to pick a favorite or favorites from the collection because I do genuinely love all of them. Just thinking back, Cloudscape is honestly so stunning. I think the hollow flakes in that in combination with the really intense shimmer are just absolutely beautiful. And I have nothing like sunset dust in my collection. I just think it looks like an actual sunset and it's so gorgeous. So let me know in the comments if you have any favorites. If you're planning on picking all of them up, I wouldn't blame you and I would strongly encourage it if you can. And hopefully you're having a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!